Hi, my name is Ryan Matthews, and I'm the Heat Transfer Product Manager with Conair. I'm here today to give you guys an overview of Conair's Thermolator or temperature control unit product line. So a thermolator uses a pump to send the water to and from a process. If that incoming water is at a lower temperature than it needs to be, it uses a heater to raise that temperature. If it's at a temperature higher than it needs to be, it uses a chilled water source or a cooling tower in tandem with the onboard cooling valve to introduce lower temperature water into the process, and with the end goal of meeting the set point. Over to the right here, you see Conair's three main models of thermolators that we sell for most applications: the B, the E, and the T. It stands for Basic, Enhanced, and Touchscreen. To my right here, the TWB, which stands for Basic, is the entry-level TCU offered by Conair. Comes standard with a lot of industry-leading features. And then optional, another popular feature that we see customers add on is mold purge. If you want to purge your lines of water between mold changes, that is available even on the entry-level unit. And to my left here is the TWE, and the E stands for Enhanced. Versus the B, there is an upgraded control. There's some additional features that are not included on the entry-level model. And this model is the TWT, with the T standing for touchscreen. It's a further upgraded color touchscreen control, and there's tons of additional standard included, not any extra money features on this model as well. But a big deal to a lot of our customers that are short on trained staff is it has a similar look and feel to pretty much all other Conair equipment with color touchscreens that have come out, in recent generations. If you can use, this TCU unit, there's a good chance you can walk up to a mobile dryer and pick it up pretty quick.
Mold purging on an injection molding machine is messy. You get water on the floor, water on your pants, water on your shoes, water everywhere. So wouldn't it be great if there was a way to get some of that water out of the mold and out of your hoses before you did your mold change? Well, you can, and that's the mold purge option on Conair TCUs. The way it works is it uses compressed air to blow the majority of the water out of the process hoses and your mold. The way you do a mold purge is you first turn off the incoming water to the machine, and you push the mold purge button on the TCU screen. Then you either wait until you manually hit the stop button or until the TCU times out. Once it's done with doing that mold purge, then you can change your mold without the mess. And then when you're ready to start again, just remember to turn back on that cooling water. Mold purge is such a useful option that it's actually available on all Conair TCUs. But remember, it does require a compressed air utility. And don't forget to turn the water on and off manually at the beginning and after a mold purge.
Auto hot pressure relief.
This is a feature in Conair TCUs that eliminates the puddles that may have formed under your pressure relief valves in years past. People wonder, why is my pressure relief valve leaking? Well, it's not because the pressure relief valve is bad. It's because it's actually doing its job. So then we have to say, well, what's causing this high pressure? Well, if you look at the TCU and the pipes and the molds or whatever kind of system it's connected to, as that water heats up, it's trying to heat up within a restricted space. And this is a situation made worse if there's a check valve on your incoming cooling water, which is not an untypical situation. As that water heats up, it needs to expand. It needs to occupy a slightly larger volume. But if it has no room to expand, then the pressure will rise, and sometimes dramatically. That extra pressure is then bled out of the pressure relief valve. Now, this is obviously an undesirable situation for a customer because it results in a puddle on the floor. All of the middle and high-end TCU lines for Conair contain auto hot pressure relief functions automatically built into the TCU, automatically enabled from the factory. And this acts as a watchman in the background, always monitoring the pressure in the TCU. If it sees that that pressure is rising due to the expansion of the water, it will automatically open the cooling water valve for just a short amount of time, just enough to automatically relieve the pressure, and therefore not opening the pressure relief valve and keeping your floors dry.